Hey guys, it's Kieran. This video, I'm just going to go over how to upload your Figma email design over into Klaviyo properly, the right way. You want to get the basics down pat. So if you're a beginner, just learning Figma design, that's great. We use Figma and Klaviyo at our agency ourselves. This is going to be a really good video to watch. Just get the basics down and make sure you're doing this right. So let's get over into Klaviyo. Obviously, you will need to create a campaign. Let's just say test email. Okay, so what you first want to do is just go over to the drag and drop editor and you want to start creating a blank email. Okay, so this is what Klaviyo is going to give you. Pretty bare bones, but not to worry. Let's just drag in an image for now and let's delete this header bar here. I don't really like this. And let's just drag in another image like that. Okay, so that's all ready to go. Let's go over to Figma where our email design is sitting, waiting for us. So a few things with this. Obviously, here's the full email design that we're going to be implementing into Klaviyo properly, the right way. It is a blog post email. And the main thing here is that it's 600 pixels wide. So if you don't already know, when you're designing your emails in Figma, Canva, wherever, you always want it to be 600 pixels wide. That's the standard size for email campaigns. So first thing you want to do is, I usually like to copy the banner and the logo in one. So select the slice tool up here. Make sure you're going over correctly. You can see here, 599, we don't want to have that. So let's check that the blue line's correctly on this. And you can see here, we're 1 pixel off. So just drag that over. And once that's selected, it's as simple as exporting it and making this 2 times the detail and then exporting the slice, just like that. Let's go back over to the Klaviyo view, drag this image in like this. And boom, there you go. With this, because it's a block that we're going to be using a lot on many email campaigns, I like to actually make this a universal block and just title it banner and logo. Just like that. And then you can reuse that again and again just by dragging it from the universal tab up here like that. Obviously, we don't need 2. But that's a good little trick that will save you a few seconds of your time. Just always copying that over. And of course, especially on flow emails, if you need to update the banner on the top of the website or on top of your emails here, changing this over once will change it for all of your emails. So especially for like flow emails, that's going to be super, super useful and save you having to change the banner through every single flow email. So going back over to Figma now, once you've got the slice lined up perfectly like this, you can just drag it down from the top here to the next section. So by next section, what I mean is for every button that you have in an email, you want to create a new Figma slice. So that's really important here. This is the hero image, the hero section. And we've got 1 button up here with the CTA. So that's great. We want to export that slice. Again, making sure it's in 2 times the detail. Let's export that. 579 kilobytes. That's not too bad. But if we wanted to downsize that and compress that image so our emails aren't too big and take long to load in the inbox, what we can do is go over to tinypng.com. And this is what the website looks like. There's lots of websites that do similar things to this. This is just the one we use. And simple as just dragging this in, uploading it, it will optimize the image and it will compress it to, for this instance, down from nearly 600 kilobytes down to 144 kilobytes. So that's a 76% decrease in the image size. Let's download that. That's really great. And you can see here that it doesn't even, it still looks pretty just as good. But obviously the image size is much lower, like pretty much a fifth, a fourth, a quarter of what it was. So now what I usually do is I just copy this, duplicate it, remove the image here, go back to Figma, and we just continue down the email like this. Drag the top down again to our next section. So we've got another button down here. So I'm just going to drag it down here to this second button. Again, export it. That's only 92 kilobytes, so we won't worry about compressing that. Drag it in there and kind of just repeat the process. Copy that, remove, drag it down to the next section, and so on. Okay, so I've uploaded all the email all the way down to this bottom section, and now it's just the footer and collection page. So a little trick here that we can do is actually make this a separate block inside of Klaviyo. And again, use the universal block feature to use this and more emails again and again, just making that process of building future campaigns much faster, much efficiently. So let's just do that right now. We're going to create a new section here, right here. We're not going to be worrying about that just for the moment here. We're going to drag an image into this block right here. Then we're just going to copy the first button here and slice it all out, export that, bang it into the new section here, where we're going to be, again, making this a brand new universal block. That next button. So these three are all different buttons to go to different collections. Just to explain myself here. One more. And we can just go like that for the final button. Okay, and that's how you do that. Now, one thing I haven't covered yet is we need to add links to this email. So I'm not going to go to the actual brand's website here. Let's just go to my website. And what you want to do here is copy the link that is most relevant to each button. So for this very top email hero section right here, usually if we just have a blank shop now button, we want to direct customers back to the main page. And we'll just, by doing that, go to the very main page here and collect the link there and paste that in here. It's always good to just add some alt text in case the email doesn't load for whatever reason. So for this, I'll just copy the header, health matters, and that block is all good to go. Yeah. You want to copy that for the rest of the blocks. And for the collection blocks, obviously you want to go to the collection page for each of these collections and copy the link from that collection page and just paste it into each of these blocks. Once you've done all that, again, pasting in that link, you want to click on the section outside here, click the universal block tool and just say collection footer and create. And now you can put this at every single bottom of the email, which is great. Again, just to make sure you don't want to have any email slices over 1 megabyte, over 700 kilobytes. Generally, you want them under 500 kilobytes. And that's kind of where you want to aim for. And you can actually check the email size by going to preview and test right here, and it should come up right here. So right now, the email size is pretty good, and our emails is not risk of clipping in Gmail. So that's when you open up an email and you scroll all the way to the bottom, and you have to press that little blue link to show the rest of the email, and that's just in Gmail. But that's saying we're all good to go. And yeah, hope that was helpful, guys. Again, if you are an e-commerce store watching this video right now and you want a free flow build out for your store, this is something that we do over a 2-week free trial. Here's some examples that we've already done for a few brands. This is the process that we kind of follow, what it kind of looks like. And we are looking for brands that are doing over 30K per month and open to the possibility of partnering with us long term. So that's there. If you are an e-commerce store, there is a Calendly link just in the description where you can book in a call and we can get started. But if not, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something, and cheers.